Hello, and welcome to Parenting Predicaments. In this video series, we look at parenting situations that are difficult, unpleasant, and sometimes embarrassing. My name is Kathy Slattengren, and I'm the founder of Priceless Parenting. In this video, we're going to look at a clip from Modern Family, and the situation is going to demonstrate some oversized consequences. And first I'm going to play the video through, and then we're going to rewind and stop it and discuss certain pieces. So first, let's go ahead and take a look.
This is unacceptable, and I want to know who did this.
Nobody, I guess the couch did it to itself. Guess it came home after a tough day, lit up a cigarette, and then it burned itself. Is that what happened? Because that makes no sense.
If whoever is responsible doesn't come forward, your father and I are just going to have to punish all three of you.
What?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
I can forgive the smoking, but I can't forgive the lie or the smoking. No one wants to confess, huh? No? That's fine, because you know what happens next? We cancel Christmas.
It's not fair. Okay, Dad, sure.
Phil has a habit of making big pronouncements to the kids.
One time I told Luke that if he didn't put his dirty dishes in the dishwasher, we would put them in his bed.
Phil's problem is follow through.
We had no more dishes, so we're eating cereal out of the goldfish bowl. Okay, guess where I'm headed? To take down the tree. That's right.
Come on,
this
guys.
is your last chance.
Whoever did this, just take responsibility. Don't put the rest of us through this. Luke? No?
This is really it. Okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Goodbye, Dumpy Christmas. Haley, I guess you're not getting that car.
I was getting a car.
No, I was lying because that's what we do now. Dunphys are liars.
All right. Not the kind of happy Christmas we were hoping for. So let's go back and take a look, and we'll pause a couple times and think about what we did, what happened, and what could have happened differently.
This is unacceptable, and I want to know who did this.
Okay, so she's starting off with, I want to know who did this. And so there's this burn hole in the couch. That's a very accusatory way of starting this conversation. What would work better is to state facts and not say who did this, because we don't know that one of these kids did this, right? We don't know that. But what she's doing is jumping to a conclusion and stating the conclusion. One of you three did this. What's the facts? There's a burn hole on the couch. What are we trying to figure out? How did that happen? So we could start with, hey, kids, what we noticed just this afternoon is there's this burn hole on the couch and we don't know what happened. Does anyone have any information or any ideas what could have happened here? That's a different way we could have started this conversation. But let's see what happens after that.
Nobody, I guess the couch did it to itself. Guess it came home after a tough day, lit up a cigarette, and then it burned itself. Is that what happened? Because that makes...
Okay, so that doesn't make sense. And using sarcasm in a tough situation like this, not the best choice. So we're kind of layering on top of the kids instead of helping them discuss what's going on with us and helping problem solve.
Makes no sense.
If whoever is responsible doesn't come forward, your father and I are just going to have to punish all three of you.
What?
Yeah.
That's not
I
fair.
can forgive the smoking, but I can't forgive the lie. Or the...
Okay, so now we're talking about smoking and accusing the kids of lying. So things are kind of quickly escalating. And so that also isn't quite the way we want to go with this. So we're not getting the kids a chance to add anything because we're accusing them of lying and we're not really listening. Instead of trying to solve the problem, we're trying to fix the blame. And it's a different approach if we said, hey, we've got this hole in the couch right now that has burn hole and we're wondering how that happened, and regardless of how it happened, we need to fix this. So we could all be involved in finding a solution if we can't figure out how it happened, but that's not the route this goes.
Smoking. No one wants to confess, huh? No, that's fine. Because you know what happens next? We cancel Christmas.
Okay, so this is where it escalates and gets taken way too far. And I'm going to not play the rest of it because you see how it goes. He actually yanks a Christmas tree because it is Modern Family, and and the kids are just looking devastated as there goes their Christmas. So that's what I mean by an oversized consequence. He's upset. Clearly, they're both upset. There's this burn hole. They don't know what happened. And so they're now threatening to cancel Christmas. That is not connected to the burn hole. We've got the couch with the burn hole that still has a problem, regardless of Christmas. And so punishing them by canceling Christmas doesn't connect at all to the problem with our couch. Having the kids work together to solve, fix that couch. Maybe we learn how to patch some fabric, or maybe we learn how to make the sleeves that go on couches so that we can kind of cover that problem up. There's a lot of possible solutions, but canceling Christmas doesn't move us forward on those types of solutions. So hopefully that makes sense. And just to give you the answer to what actually happened here, is what happened, which I will do another parenting predicament on, is there is an ornament on the tree that is acting like a magnifier. And so as the sun is shining in, that is actually what causes the couch to get the burn hole. So the kids actually don't know what went on, and they didn't actually, not one of them is responsible for this burn hole. So when we lead with accusations, conclusions, like I've reached a conclusion, one of you three kids did it, we really close down any window of opportunity for figuring out what really happened and for working together for a solution. So that's what happened in this parenting predicament. And let's take a look. So here's a quick recap. We want to start with facts, not conclusions. We want to ask for input from all that are involved. So we want to go to each, when we start with facts, people are going to feel more comfortable because they're not being accused of being a liar or of having done this. We could go to all of the kids and say, hey, do you have any ideas how this could have happened? We don't ever want to label our kids liars. Labeling them as a person that you are a liar is hurtful, and it also encourages them to lie because that's who they are, as a liar. That's not what we want to do with our kids. We as parents, we're the adults. When we're really upset, we're going to come up with our worst parenting moments. So when we see that we are really upset, we need to take a step back and say, I'm really upset that there's a burn hole in this couch. I'm going to take some time to calm down, and then we can discuss it. It's always going to work better if everyone is calm in the situation. And then we want to choose consequences that actually match the misbehavior. So if the problem is a burn hole in the couch, that's what needs to get fixed. The couch needs to get fixed. And so having a consequence which involves making amends for the mistake is what we want, not something unrelated like canceling Christmas. If you want to learn more about parenting ideas like these, you can take a parenting class at pricelessparenting.com. Thank you for listening.